So are you going to overreact again like yesterday, or would you keep it down? I'm booking a flight for the World Series parade. That's a yes. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about your 2022 World Series champion Houston Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 2 of the regular season, where the Astros win 6-3 over the White Sox in a 6 unanswered run comeback. Yeah, not gonna lie, after the top of the 6th, I kind of thought this game was over, but then the Astros said, "My good boy, don't you remember how we do things around here?" If high blood pressure was a baseball team, it would be the Houston Astros. First inning, White Sox get on the board, RBI double for Eloy Jimenez to make it a 1-0 White Sox lead. Then you get to the second, and it would be Eloy Jimenez again, doubling up for Eloy Jimenez to double up the run total for the White Sox. And then after that, Yoan Moncada would double to double up the run total for that inning. I'll see myself out. To make it a 2-0 and 3-0 lead, respectively, for the White Sox. 3 consecutive doubles in the 6th inning would get Christian Javier removed from the game in favor of Phil Maton. So at face value, Christian Javier's night doesn't look all that beautiful. 5 innings of work, 3 earned runs, 8 hits looks pretty darn bad on paper. But only 1 walk given up. He struck out 6, only gave up 4 hard hit balls, and got 19 swings and misses. Javier's stuff was playing tonight very, very well, and he got a lot of whiffs from the White Sox. I think 3 runs in 5 innings is going to be a wild outlier for Javier this season. I walk away from this incredibly encouraged and very excited for the next Javier start. But the Astros snuff out what could have been a really high-scoring inning for the White Sox after they doubled 3 straight times by bringing in Phil Maton, who would get a strikeout in his inning of work, not allowing any walks, and not allowing any hard contact. It was a good outing by Phil Maton. And then in the bottom of the 6th, that's where the Astros start to turn it around. Yordan Alvarez draws a walk, and Kyle Tucker, if no one got me, Kyle Tucker got me, homers his first of the season, and the Astros make it a 1-run game. Then Seth Martinez would come in for the Astros in the 7th inning, looked pretty fine, didn't get any strikeouts, didn't give up a walk, gave up a base hit and a hard hit ball. Pretty inconsequential for Seth Martinez. It was perfectly fine. Then you head to the bottom of the 7th, which would be a big inning for the Astros. David Hensley with a leadoff single. All right, let's go. And Jake Myers grounded into a double play. We'll talk about that in due time. But hey, you turn the lineup over because Silver Slugger nominated Martin Maldonado draws a walk. Jeremy Pena singles. Bregman draws a walk. And up steps Yordan Alvarez with the bases loaded and 2 outs in a big situation. And so naturally, they go for a pitching change. Because bringing in a left-handed pitcher has just worked so well in the past for opponents against Yordan Alvarez. He rips one for a base-clearing double to make it a 5-3 Astros lead. And then in the 8th inning, David Hensley with an insurance run on an RBI single to make it 6-3 Astros, which would be your final score. And to wrap up the bullpen, guys, Brian Abreu had the 8th inning. He looked fantastic. Struck out the side. Brian Abreu, man. I am so excited about him this season. And you had Rafael Montero in the 9th inning to make up for what happened last night and gets the save for the evening. I already mentioned, even though he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings, I thought Javi looked fantastic tonight. 19 swings and misses in only 5 innings of work. I'm feeling good about Javier this season. I'm not concerned about the start whatsoever. It is a total outlier, in my opinion. The bullpen locked it down. 4 shutout innings for them. They looked great. The offense was not wonderful for a while. They looked very bad in the first 5 innings. They eventually got it together. They had, I want to say, like 1 hit before the 6th inning. And then the Hensley hit, I want to say, was the second one, which would then get wiped out with a double play. Yordan looked great. Shocker, shocker. Yordan Alvarez hits the baseball very hard and comes up clutch. Grass is green, sky is blue. There's nothing new there. Kyle Tucker had his first home run of the season. He looked solid. Abreu had a pair of hard hit balls tonight. He had another base hit and just got robbed on one. It was a liner to third base. Hit it like, I want to say it had a 640 expected batting average. It was a line shot. It should have been a base hit. Just got unlucky with the ball there. The lineup did what they needed to do when they needed to do it. I'll give them that. And Hensley looked really good. He had a pair of base hits tonight. I'd like to see him probably majority starter at second base. I thought his defense is fine. I'd like it to be like 2 starts for Hensley and then a start for Dubon and go like that. So if you're playing a 3-game series, he gets the majority of it. And the elephant in the room. I talked about it yesterday a little bit. Jake Myers again. started tonight. I don't get it. I really don't. And I talked about it a lot during the stream. I don't know what you could have seen after last night's game if you're Dusty Baker or anyone in the Astros organization who's making this decision to roll in the first 2 games with Jake Myers. I don't know what you saw last night that made you say, do it again. He looked bad last night. He looked worse tonight. Struck out twice, had a ground ball double play to end an inning. He drew a walk, which was solid. His defense, I mean, he didn't get tested, but I don't get it. And I think, on that note, it's downright disrespectful what the Astros have done to Chas McCormick to start the season. He was your starting center fielder for the entire playoff run last year. And on the night where you unveiled the pennant, which, again, he helped you win, and on the night you give out the rings, again, which he helped you win, you give both starts to Jake Myers, who had a WRC plus last year of 66, whereas McCormick had a 114. I'll say it, it's downright disrespectful to Chas McCormick, and I cannot imagine how he felt sitting in that dugout watching Myers go 0 for 6 with like 4 strikeouts over the past 2 nights and not even getting a pinch hit appearance. I hate it. They said that he'll be starting tomorrow, and he definitely needs to. I feel bad for Chas McCormick. And I just want to give everyone a fair warning right now, because tomorrow afternoon, as I make the video discussing the Astros game, and likely discussing Chas McCormick's multi-hit game, I'm going to be completely unbearable, and I'm sorry in advance. And it's an early start tomorrow on the weekend, 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. The Astros send Jose Urquidy to the mound, and the White Sox send Lucas Giolito to the mound, which means there's going to be like 40 hits in the first 3 innings. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Stros.